Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and push this word in truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word across the four corners of the earth, and to the sincere Akwathium that are listening and learning in silence in these last days. It's your brother Yadai from the DC Church and Lord's Will. This video will be edifying, short, and straight to the point. And this video was more of a land back off of the prior video I did called Time and Attention. Now, I wanted to translate this verse because it closely relates to the video I did. And it's all talking about enduring under pressure. So, again, the term time and attention is used with physical training, but your faith is also exercised just like a muscle. So, it's pretty relevant when you apply it. So you want to be able to, hold steady under pressure and not make haste in a time of trouble. All right. So I'm gonna start here in Psalm 37 and read verse 7, and I'm gonna show you how I got it written down in a Lashman Kodash. All right. So it says, "Rest in the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass." Okay. So to rest in the Lord, you can also say to be still or to remain in the Lord, right? This doesn't mean that you're just relaxing. It just means that you're being quiet, you're holding yourself, and you're trying to restrain your reaction to every single thing that's out there because it's a lot to react to, all right? But this implies a certain level of self control while something stressful is happening. And the way that you can apply that spiritually is when you're not reacting impulsively under pressure, you're able to stay composed while the pressure exists and you're able to proceed forward without clouded judgment. All right. And you understand that the devil is coming down with great wrath, and we have the spirit of the Lord to remain still. All right. But before I continue on, I'm gonna show you what I got written down in the Lashman Kodash. Lord willing, is edifying and correct. If there's any corrections that brother see, just let me know, and I can remake a video with the correct and proper translation. But ThaHalYam, which is Psalms 37 and 7, and it goes Dawam, which is rest, La Yahweh, and the Lord, and it goes Wahath Hawalal. So Wahath Hawalal, and wait patiently, law for him, Al Fafachar, fret thyself, then it's Bamatazalyak, because of him who prospereth, Darakwa and his way, Ba Ayash, because of the man, Aisha, who bringeth to pass. Then it goes Mazamawath, okay? Mazamawath, wicked devices. So when you read it all together, it goes Dawam, La Yahweh, Wahaf Hawalal, Law, Al Fafachar, Bamatazalyak, Darakwa, Ba Ayash, Aisha, Mazamawaf. Okay, so rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret thyself, wait patient for him, not because Al, so like I'm gonna add that in there. Al is not, so not fret thyself, but Matazalyak, because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth to pass wicked devices. So I'm gonna read it again. Dawam, La Yahweh, Wahath Hawalal, Law, Al Thafachar, Bamaltazalyak, Darakwa, Ba Ayash, Aisha, Mazamawaf. Mazamawaf. Okay. And again, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Not fret thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth to pass wicked devices. Okay. So when you go back, what it means to wait patiently in the Lord, knowing that these things are happening. This devil is going to have his time. He's the one that's in rulership right now. So waiting patiently, when you look at the word hawal, just like I got, which is the root word for patient in this verse, it's implying like a twisting, a writhing, a squirming, or like labor pains. So the idea when you're reading this is you're waiting while experiencing some kind of internal strain. Okay, and it's relating it to labor pains and writhing and twisting kind of pain. So how this applies to the tension that's brought up on you is to remain faithful while that strain continues. Don't try to find ways to escape it. Try to pray for the strength to endure it. Okay. Now, lastly, it talks about do not fret or burn with anger. But that root word for burn with anger or agitation, this verse is hara. All right. And the warning here is don't let that pressure turn into resentment or jealousy because you see the wicked that's prospering and they're not even doing things pleasant in the sight of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. Okay. Essentially, you just don't want to break under pressure. And this is important because it's saying not to fret when wicked people prosper. That can cause some kind of emotional stress or some type of tension to cause upon you because it doesn't feel right. It feels unjust that they're getting their constellation, they're getting their prize, they're getting their reward, knowing that they're wicked. Okay. But we're commanded to just stay still before the Lord, okay? And wait patiently and endure. And don't react emotionally to the apparent success of the wicked, but endure the tension of the ungodliness without losing faith and discipline. All right. And good advice is just looking at the next verse in verse 8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. And also think about the vision that we're doing this for. We're doing this because we're expected to receive a crown. Lord willing, we're part of that number. Okay. This is an expectation. This isn't hope. This is the promise that we're acting up off of. So when you think upon those things, we're not worried about what y'all got in this life. We're fighting for something far better, far higher, far superior. Okay. So I'm not worried about what the wicked got going on right now. Is it annoying? Yes. Is it vexing? Yes. But this is what we're commanded to do. We got to hold fast to what we have. We got to endure the strain and trust in the Lord. And don't react emotionally when things seem unfair. All right. Now, make it a couple precepts and I'm going to close out. This is Psalm 46 and verse 10. It says, be still and know that I am Yahweh. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Okay. So be still carries the same sense of letting go as well. All right. You're letting go of whatever it is they got to accomplish in this life because we have something far better that we're fighting for. All right. So when you look at this context, it shows that in the time of enduring time and attention, you have to be careful on not reacting in panic during pressure and chaos. And you have to be able to hold your composure and trust in the Lord and his timing. He said, be still. That's all it means right there to be still. Okay. He is Yahweh. He is in control of all things. So you have no need to worry when you know a power like that is on your side. All right. Let me go to Exodus 14 and 14. I'm going to highlight it too. Oh, no, I got it. It says, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Remember, the Lord is going to do everything that we for us. Okay. We just got to do what we're commanded to do. But in terms of the fight, we fight by just reading these scriptures, by the sighing and crying, by exposing this wickedness of the world and who this devil is. Okay. But during this time, this was set at a time when we were trapped between the Red Sea and the Egyptian army. Okay. And this was clearly a moment of extreme tension and fear. But what were we instructed to do, knowing that we were felt all that tension, all that stress, and all that fear? To not panic or react in the flesh, but to remain calm and allow the Lord to act. And look what happened. Okay, for those who read the story. All right. So this is a clear indication of endurance and faith while we're under pressure. And the story repeats itself even now. We're expected to have that same type of faith to endure under pressure. All right. Now I'm going to read this one more time and I'm going to close out. And usually it will start by saying Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash, Babakashah, 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 the one which is rest, La Yahweh and the Lord, Wahath Hawalal, and wait patiently, Lal for him, Al Fathahar, not fret thyself, but Maltazalyak, because of him who prospereth, Darakwa in his way, Ba Ayash, because of the man, Aisha, who bringeth to pass, Mazamawath, wicked devices. All right, so all together, the one, La Yahweh, Wahath Hawalal, Law, Al Fafahar, Bamatazalyak, Darakwa, Ba Ayash, Aisha, Mazamawath. All right. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Not fret thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth to pass wicked devices. All right. But that's it, man. Again, it's just a lesson land backing off of what I did just well prior in terms of enduring with time and attention, and compared it into how we can work and exercise our faith just like a muscle, just like we do in the weight room. All right. But that was it. Hopefully, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and push this word in truth and sincerity.